You are watching the broadcast of the El Paso County Commissioners Court meetings. Commissioners Court meetings are held every Monday at 9:30 a.m. on the third floor of the El Paso County Courthouse, located at 500 East San Antonio in downtown El Paso. These meetings are open to the public. The meeting will start momentarily.
The County of El Paso Public Works Department is offering sandbags at no cost or requirements to the public. The sandbags are outside of the facilities and are available 24 hours a day. The location of the county facilities are the following: the Road and Bridge Fabens Warehouse, located at 1331 North Fabens Street in Fabens, Texas, 79838. The Road and Bridge Canutillo Warehouse, located at 191 Canutillo Avenue in Canutillo, Texas, 79835. And the Road and Bridge Montana Warehouse, located at 14698 Van Lane, El Paso, Texas, 79938.
Commissioner Andrew Haggerty would like to invite you to his weekly breakfast meeting that takes place every Wednesday at 7:30 a.m. at Danny's Diner, located at 4690 Trans Mountain Road. Every week he has a different speaker who will be discussing topics of interest for the community. So if you live in the Northeast, West Side, or anywhere else in the county, come and join us for the breakfast meeting.
Don't wait in line, pay online. Visit the Financial Recovery Division website at http://www.epcounty.com/budget/financialrecovery.htm to make your payments online or find out more about our kiosk locations. We now accept payments on misdemeanor, felony, and justice of the peace cases.
You can now watch Commissioners Court meetings on YouTube. Go to youtube.com and search for El Paso County Commissioners or El Paso County, Texas. Subscribe to our channels to see our latest videos.
Did you know that you can save money on the cost of your medications? And doing so is easy. In 2015, the County of El Paso launched a prescription discount card program from coast to coast. The cards are available to all El Paso County residents free of charge and everyone qualifies. You can pick up a card at any county office location, Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, or Target pharmacies, or simply print the card at www.coastrx.com. Happy savings!
Did you know the County of El Paso's Purchasing Department is responsible for ensuring that all items and services needed by various county departments are purchased in the manner required by the state of Texas? Whether through formal sealed bids or smaller dollar quotations, the county purchasing team is dedicated to finding the best contracting return on your taxpayer dollars. Additionally, the Purchasing Department is responsible for the tracking of inventory within the county and properly disposing surplus to public auctions. For questions about how to become a vendor and compete for county contracts, or to learn more about public auctions, please contact us at telephone number 915-546-2048.
The 346 District Court Judge Angie Juarez Barriz started the El Paso Veterans Treatment Court program in 2012 for veterans and active service members that have been arrested and charged with a felony or misdemeanor criminal offense. To be considered for the specialty court, the statutory criteria includes be a veteran or current member of the United States Armed Forces, including a member of the Reserves, National Guard, or State Guard, and suffer from a brain injury, mental illness, or mental disorder, including PTSD, or be a victim of military sexual trauma, all occurring or resulting from military service. Call Sylvia Serna, Veterans Program Director at 915-546-2119, or email her at sserna@upcounty.com for any information.
Did you know that the County of El Paso's fixed asset control and inventory disposal is handled through the purchasing department? Throughout the course of each business year, the county holds live public auctions to dispose of aged equipment, vehicles, furniture, and other items that are no longer needed. To find out about upcoming auctions or to learn more about the county's inventory disposal process, contact the purchasing department at telephone number 915-546-2048.
You are watching the broadcast of the El Paso County Commissioners Court meetings. Commissioners Court meetings are held every Monday at 9:30 a.m. on the third floor of the El Paso County Courthouse, located at 500 East San Antonio in downtown El Paso. These meetings are open to the public. The meeting will start momentarily.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Monday, August 20th, 2018. Commissioners' Court is meeting in regular open session. Would you please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just before we get started, Mr. Nava, Commissioner Perez is out today attending a conference with some of our county team, and so he'll be missed, but wanted to make sure everybody knew that he was out on business.
Thank you, Judge. Item number 3 is the consent agenda, composed of items 3A through 3I. We'd like to request item 3F be deleted at the request of the County Attorney's Office. Are there any other items that members of the court or the public would like to discuss individually?
Commissioners, any items you'd like pulled for discussion, or any members of the public? Okay, hearing none, I'd make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Commissioner Perez is absent. Commissioner Leon.
Aye.
Commissioner Stout.
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty.
Aye.
Judge vote.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 4, public comment.
We do have one member of the public signed up to speak, and that's Mr. Jorge Artalejo. Good morning, Mr. Artalejo. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. I wanted to come down to Commissioners Court this morning because here in the Southwest where we are, that we were pretty much the ones who introduced into the area that is north of us and principally to the west of us through northern Mexico, what in effect was a way of life that was in apparency a different way of life than one that had been provided by way of the efforts that individuals who resided here where we are now means for themselves by way of what they encountered here. And given that that's the case, we are in fact still in some places with respect to the way that individuals proceed towards found wanting for what others believe should not be actions that we take with respect to them because it's unfair and it's unjust. But in fact, oftentimes it's not unfair and it's not unjust. It's just how things have been able to go about by which the way that was benefited by those who benefited in culture and in other aspects of life, the area here that were then in effect a benefit in turn to that it was then that these instances would arise. And when there is cause for complaint, like when if you are, for example, introduced to an event because of an introduction that is given to you by way of a public announcement and you proceed to an event by way of announcement and then you subsequently are discriminated against because individuals who still hold views that aren't warranted here in the Southwest hold for you because they define you as a member of that new group that's not unwarranted. So when it was that Wednesday, which was the assumption of in Catholic religion and Christian religion, the mother of the Holy Son, Jesus, that at conception here just below us, that you then are confronted and told that you can't come in because you have a restraining order against you for some reason that you are unaware of. And then you're permitted not to enter into the church for homage that you otherwise would pay to that aspect of that was benefited by way of both the son and the mother. So then that you feel a mild grievance towards your displacement from what otherwise is ordinary encounter. And then out of that, you are confronted by way of the authority that is the police to told that you can't make comments such as child molester towards individuals who act in a position of authority, because after all, you're not the Messiah of Israel, and therefore you aren't able to, in fact, have your way with individuals as you would have them way, even if your family is of Eastern Europe by way of the family of David. That still, that doesn't entitle you to anything other than what you should expect here in El Paso by way of our authority that we enjoy, by way of the elections that you have, in effect, given up on because you choose not to participate in elections, and thereby, because of the lack of participation on your part, you then have come under our domain. But that's not the case. If the case were, if that were what it was, we would still be held by an oppressive power, which we no longer are held by. Fortunately, because members of other families fought with members of other families in the right way of life for us here in Texas, southern New Mexico was found for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Arteleco. We hope you have a good afternoon. I believe that is it for public comment. Mr.
I have one.
Nava?
Yes. I just want to make sure everybody knows that today is the judge's birthday, and on the way out, say happy birthday to him. I think it's important.
Thank you, Commissioner. I appreciate it. That is truly all for public comment.
Item number 5, presentation. Receive a presentation from United Blood Services regarding the 4th Annual Commissioner Carlos Leon Blood Drive.
For you. Judge, commissioners, and friends, it gives me a tremendous amount of pleasure to introduce our speakers today. But before I do, one of the things that I was thinking about, and by the way, this is David Veloz, and he's accompanied by Ivan Solis. But I've got to thank my staff, Josie Castro there behind me, Mayela Mejia, who have worked so hard to assist you all to make this happen. I was thinking about this over the weekend. I remember when I was retiring from the police department, somebody asked me what I would like my legacy to be. I don't know. But the answer that comes to my mind now, and especially 9 years ago when I had several transfusions, otherwise I wouldn't have been here today, is the ability to give blood, to give somebody else a chance, to get somebody else healthier. I think that's a legacy in itself for anybody, that you don't know who that blood will go to. And we're not here I know that other donors aren't here to say, well, I donated blood to this person or that person. We don't know who it goes to. We do know that nothing is wasted. And had it not been for United Blood Services 9 years ago, you'd be talking to another commissioner today, a lesser commissioner. But again, David, Ivan, Josie, Mayela, thank you for having all these people are out here, not for themselves, but to help somebody else in our community. So, David, the floor is yours.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, County Judge and Commissioners. I'm just so excited to be here today to kick off our 4th annual Carlos Leon Heart of a Lion, Heart of a Leon blood drive. And what a tremendous thing you were saying, Commissioner Leon, that we all need to build a legacy, and what a tremendous legacy it is. What you've been doing to spearhead this effort. And yes, absolutely, Josie and Mayela and Ivan deserve credit, but you have such a tremendous story. This year, one of the things that I had approached the committee about was, why don't we open it up? Let's bring other entities into the Carlos Leon campaign, because it's a tremendous story. It's something that truly others will be touched by and understand. And so today, as I said, we have our kickoff for the Carlos Leon blood drive right here. It's a small blood drive today, but all week we have blood drives going on throughout the various county entities. Our biggest blood drive will be on Friday, again here in this building, and then we end this effort on Saturday at Album Park, and again the public is invited to come out and make a difference. That's what these blood drives are all about. Make a difference. Blood donors save lives. Blood donors make a difference. They impact lives. And so we invite you to come and donate blood and make a difference. And when you do donate blood, you not only get the chance to save a life, but you're going to walk away with several goodies. You're going to walk away with an opportunity to win a trip. We're giving away on Saturday. We'll be drawing a name from the various donors. We'll be drawing a name, and the winner will receive a $3,000 voucher to basically plan a trip of their choice. So again, I'm just humbled, that the commissioner has dedicated his time and his efforts, because that's what we need in this community. Leaders like Commissioner Leon that are so focused on making a difference, and that's what it's all about, because what we're doing is for us, is for the community. When somebody needs blood, blood must be on the hospital shelves, ready, available, tested, and ready to use. And that's what oftentimes makes the difference between life and death. And I'm also excited, one of our guests here today, I'm excited that UMC has decided to join this effort. They're going to be helping in this effort to build a legacy. So we'll be at UMC on Thursday as well. So. Excellent. But again, thank you so much, Commissioner.
David, thank you for your words. I've got to say that a few years back, the El Paso Electric Company had a breakfast to honor some of their donors who have given gallons over many years. And I was afforded the opportunity to actually meet about 3 of the donors that I received blood from. And, how do you tell somebody thank you? Thank you for saving my life. They had no idea it was coming to me. And so I was humbled. And by the way, Commissioner Haggerty, I think one of them might have been, I got a little Republican blood in there. So that's why I lean to the right sometimes.
It's good for you.
But
does the body good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, UMC, for also participating in this endeavor.
Yeah. And one last thing, our plaque for this year, the goal is 350. So, it's building up. First year in 2015, we collected 42. 2016, we collected 141. 2017, 285. And this year, it'll be 350.
I tell you, we're right at the heels of Barnett Harley-Davidson.
Absolutely.
Thank you
all.
Thank you, and congratulations, and thank you, Commissioner Leon, and to your team for all of the work that goes into this week's worth of doing good for our community. So, thank you.
Can I have a round of applause?
Yes.
Item number 6, regular agenda. Approve and authorize the request for a fiscal year 2018 El Paso County Hospital District capital budget substitution for the replacement of emergency department cardiac monitors in the amount of $525,000.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. My name is Jacob Cinthron, President and CEO of the El Paso County Hospital District, and with me is Roxanne Weisendanger. She's our Interim Chief Nursing Officer, and we're here requesting a authorization for a capital substitution. We had about $525,000 allocated for a Cerner project related to measurement of sepsis bundles. Our nursing group, along with IT, have found an alternate way of being able to do that while that project is on hold due to the fact that it's a little behind schedule, and would like to use those funds that are then saved, the $525,000, to purchase about 28 ED monitors and 1 transport monitor for the emergency department. These are pieces of equipment or monitors that are past their useful life. So parts are no longer available from the manufacturer, and so we'd like to upgrade it and replace them as a patient care issue.
Okay, perfect. You said
sort of stole her thunder because I read her notes. Sorry.
Did you have anything else to add? No. He did. Okay.
They're beyond their useful life, and they're 10 to 15 years old.
Yeah.
So we'd like to take this opportunity.
And you mentioned, Jacob, that you're transferring this from the sepsis program, I guess, that is being done now, but is a bit on hold, or?
The original concept was to use this Cerner upgrade to be able to do that. The nursing department has found a way of being able to maintain the objectives of the project in gathering the the measurement data for sepsis without having to do that component. So that is currently on hold while they test this other methodology that seems to be working, and then to use those funds instead to purchase these ED patient care monitors. These were approved at our last board meeting last week at UMC as a capital substitution.
Okay. Any questions, commissioners?
Move to approve.
Second?
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Vogt?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Item number 7, Auditor. Approve and authorize the county judge to sign the fourth option to renew for external auditing services agreement with Gibson, Ruddock, Patterson, LLC for 1 year to perform the audit for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2018 in the estimated amount of $90,000. Funds are available in account General Fund, General Administrative Professional Service, External Audit, contract number 2018-0489.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is just housekeeping. In December of 2014, you were awarded a contract to Gibson Ruddock, and there were 4 options for renewal. This is the last option for renewal for the fiscal year 2018 audit. Around January, we'll be putting together another RFQ to go out for proposals again with your approval.
Okay.
Motion to
Anybody
approve?
have any questions?
I think so. You have a motion to approve in a second.
I'm sorry, who made the second?
I did.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Vogt?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Before we move on to the next item, do we have everyone here for the ESD's budget item? Yes. Okay. I assume we're waiting on ESD 1 to...
Can take action today, but it's basically in case the court wants to discuss the proposed budget.
Judge Wally Hargrove from the Office of Budget and Fiscal Policy. ESD 1 presented last week in our budget hearings. ESD 2 had a schedule conflict to meet with us as well, so they're here to present it today. As the Chief Administrator mentioned, you do, prior to the expiration of 30 days, have to accept or deny their budget and proposed tax rate. You can take action on that today. If you defer action on that today, you will need to take action on that by next Monday.
Okay. Let's go ahead and move to that item, just so that you're not here for too long. So, yeah. Please. So item 17, please.
Item number 17, Budget and Finance. Pursuant to Health and Safety Code Section 775.305, discuss and take appropriate action to approve or deny the recommended budget and tax rates for Emergency Services District Number 1 and Emergency Services District Number 2.
Good morning.
County Judge and Commissioners. I'm Mariana Navarrete, and I'm the Administrator for the El Paso County ESD Number 2. And this is
Roger Esparza, Chief for El Paso County ESD 2.
I believe you also have a board member here with you, Ms. Jackie Butler. Thanks for
Yes.
being here this morning.
She's here for support. A little bit of the El Paso County Emergency Services District 2 was established in 1987, and we service the communities of El Paso County, Anthony, Canutillo, Clint, Fabens, Montana Vista, San Elizario, Socorro, Tornillo, Vinton, and unincorporated areas within our district. We have 6 fire departments and the Fire Marshal Division. You can see those named. We currently have 13 stations, 132 response admin vehicles, and 200 volunteers. We also currently have 28 full-time employees. Some of our highlights for this fiscal year: we purchased a new pumper for the Socorro Fire Department with all new equipment. We also got approved by you all a 250 Motorola APX 7000 XE portable radios. We also purchased new equipment and new Jaws of Life. We remodeled one of our fire departments, which is the San Elizario. And we added railing and stairs on our existing training connects at the West Valley Fire Department. Next year's projected estimated revenue in code enforcement, we have estimated $100,000. For the state sales tax, we have 3.5, and property tax 3.5. The average home value for next year, 2018, is $89,000. And next to that, you will see the tax rates we've had for the 2016 year, the 2017, and what we're proposing to adopt for 2018 is the 10 cents. Am I going too fast? Any questions?
No, I don't think so.
Our original budget capital improvement before getting the budget approved was at 1.9. We cut that special projects by 1.1 and approved at $886,520. What we did this year, commissioners, we did a special project committee, and we also did an expense budget committee, which involved 2 commissioners, the chief of that department and myself. We went and we reviewed everybody's budget line by line item, and we definitely cut a lot of the budget down since we knew we weren't going to be able to collect by law more than the 10 cents. It's not going. Oh, sorry. Let me go back.
It acts up a little sometimes.
Sorry. And this is in this line item, in this presentation is where you see the original amount that each department requested prior to having those budget committee meetings, and the approved amount is what you see on your right side. There is one increase in our pumper truck this year of $20,000. We usually always budget of $500,000, but due to the increase of cost, each year we're spending about $20K. From the year of 2014-15, that truck cost us $434,000, and we're up to $500,000. So next year we're estimating to pay about an additional $20K for that truck. Next slides are a little bit of what Chief Esparza has for the volume of calls and the Fire Marshal Division. Did you want to go over that?
Commissioners, every year you request they run the stats for every department. As you can see, the next one is Clint. The previous year, 15-16, 941 calls, 16-17, 813. And right now, we haven't finished the year, so we're pretty sure we'll end up at the 800 mark for Clint. If you look at the little pie charts, it also gives you the stats for those years of what kind of calls we've been having. Most of them are medicals. You can see 78% for 15-16, 73% for 16-17, 17-18 is 73% as well. Here's Fabens. Fabens again, 823 calls for 15-16. 1,118 for 16-17, and it kind of equals out back to around 800, 900 calls for the year. Again, 79% medical for 15-16, 77 medical for 16-17, and 80% so far this year, fiscal year. Montana Vista, again, 1,085 for 15-16, 1165, 1617, and right now 954, so we'll end up back at the same number by the end of this fiscal year. They're running about 68% for the 1516, 70%, 1617, and 67% for 1718. As you can see, Montana Vista had a little bit more fire volume 4th of July. It's always a little bit more for Montana Vista. The San Elizario station started with 553 for the 15-16. They went up to 887 for 16-17, and we're at 1,018 for this fiscal year. Again, for the years, it's 78%, 77%, and now 81%. So a lot of our expenditures are medical, in the medical side. Socorro is 1481. It's our biggest department. Right now, we're going to be, for this fiscal year, we'll probably end up at 1,800 for the year. It's one of their biggest years. 85% of our medical for the first year, 80% for the second year, and 79% for this fiscal year, which will pretty much end up with about 85%. West Valley started with 1555 the first 1516, and now we're at 1379. Again, we're not at the end of the fiscal year. We'll probably end up with another couple of hundred calls, so that'll put it back to 1555. West Valley also 77% for the first year, 79% for medicals the second, and 77%. So again, we will end up with your 80% medical calls. Now, the Fire Marshal's office has been issuing permits for construction. As you can see, the first year was 341 permits. The second year was 319. The second year is 272. But as I was told by my secretary, we are way ahead of the first year. We just haven't completed the fiscal year and completed those projects. El Paso County is booming right now. We have a lot of construction going on. And we're also trying to encompass building inspections and also getting water to these people that are trying to build out in the county, and that's what makes it difficult for people to build out in the county. Right, the one thing that's missing here, and I just got the report from the 911 district, but they send it all encompassing. We average about 30 to 40 fire investigations a year in the Fire Marshal's office as well.
That's it. Do you have any questions, Commissioners of Court?
Yes, Commissioner.
I was looking at your charts. What does good intent calls mean?
When they call for, motorist assist, when they need just help, when they're broke down, they call 911, they need help, and we go and assist them. Either locked keys in vehicle, flat tires.
Okay, thank you.
So you're proposing to go to the 10 cents.
Yes, sir.
And the current rate is?
The current rate, the effective tax rate we received was the 0.088301.
Okay. And the need for the increase, I mean, I know that there are rising costs and
Yes.
you've been trying to cut and do your due diligence, but what's the need for the increase?
We were actually short by $354,000 in that tax rate. Our budget had to be either cut or use reserves, but our commissioners do not want to use reserves to balance out the budget. We are currently in the talks of looking for a new facility for our office. Right now, we are located at a corner. It's the old mill. It's a corner shopping center. We have outgrown that area, and we don't fit there anymore. So we are planning to use some of our reserves to fund that project.
So you would use reserve to
Yes.
fund the expansion?
Yes, the district building.
Okay. Is there a timeline for that?
We just had a meeting last Tuesday. That is why we were not able to attend the budget hearing with ESD1. Yes. There is no
current time frame. We are looking at a facility at this time. It's all going to be about price, and if the commissioners do like it or they don't, then we'll have to look at another location and maybe build something.
Okay. Do we know the cost by chance?
Well, right now we're going to have that building evaluated, see if it's something they want to venture into or just build outright.
Okay. Because I know that your all's reserves have been traditionally
very high.
Very high.
Right now, they're at the end of this fiscal year, 3.8 in reserves.
3.8?
Yes.
Judge, if I'm,
Yes, sir.
What percentage of your budget is 3.8?
66%?
It depends which tax rate they use. If on the effective tax rate, it's at 66%. If they were to adopt the rollback tax rate, it would be 68%. If they were to adopt the 10-cent tax rate, which is above the rollback tax rate, they'd be at 74%. Last year, they closed the fiscal year with $4.5 million in fund balance, which was about 84% reserve.
And is the rationale to not use the reserve to balance the budget because of the potential for this new facility?
Yes.
Okay. Commissioners, do you have any questions?
I usually turn to Wally for his assessment of where they're at with their budget. Wally, do you have a recommendation?
Well, as I stated with the reserve position, this, depending on what the final tax rate the board of ESD 1 adopts, they'll be between 66 and as high as 74% reserve. My position is, if their intent is to fund the new administrative building out of reserves, it would help the court make its final assessment if we knew what that range was going to be. If that was something that's going to happen during fiscal year 19, is it going to carry over to fiscal year 20? So that's my only level of discomfort right now, is not knowing how big the expenditure is going to be and what that timeline is going to be. Certainly for the ESDs overall, we recommend somewhere between a 25 and a 35% reserve position. So this does leave them either way in a very fiscally comfortable reserve position. It's just that unanswered question on how big is the expenditure going to be for the admin, and is it your intent to fund it fully out of reserves and not finance it? Because that also plays into it. If they choose to finance it and issue a note, then that becomes part of the INS tax rate, and that tax rate potentially would be impacted during a future fiscal year. Wouldn't happen during FY19, but that potentially could impact the tax rate for FY 2020. So how they're going to ultimately build, pay for, and or finance the administrative branch has an impact on that final recommendation.
Okay, thank you, Wally. In response to what Wally just said, what are your plans insofar as financing, paying it off completely, or what's the plan?
Well, Commissioner, if I may, one of the plans is first we are looking at a facility at this time. We don't know the exact value of that facility, so I don't want to throw a number at you all to tell you. So we would have to see if we can fund it completely. Okay, but we are waiting for the appraisal company that we're going to hire to give us the appraisal value of it, and then we can move forward to say yes, we can fund it all, or no, we would probably fund, let's say, half or 3/4 of it and get a loan for the rest. So we can definitely get you an answer. I was given about 3 weeks for the appraisal to come in, and then we can discuss it.
Thank you.
Ms. Butler, did you want to?
Hi,
Morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jackie Butler. I'm a commissioner for ESD2. I just wanted to reiterate what's already been said. The commissioners were in agreement that a priority for this coming year is to find a new facility for ESD2's district office. So we're going to do everything we can to get that done within this fiscal year. And I would say, I think it's a safe assumption to say it would take at least half of our reserves. At least. And so we want to be very cognizant of that fact as we go into this next budget, that we are going to be utilizing a big portion of our reserves for this new building. And I would say the timeline would be within this fiscal year.
We can most likely give you a better answer once we get the appraisal on the building. Since right now we don't have that, we don't want to throw a number out there and give you correct information.
But also that's just one option.
Yeah.
So we're looking at
Several
different options, whether it's building something new or purchasing an already existing building. So I know that doesn't work well for the budget timeline, but hopefully that gives you some reassurance.
So, Judge, Commissioners, Wally Hargrove from the Office of Budget and Fiscal Policy. Under that scenario, if they were to finally ratify the 10-cent tax rate, which generates an additional $400,000 above the effective tax rate, and their reserve utilized approximately half for the acquisition and or construction remodeling of a new admin building, that would leave them with about, assuming that scenario played out in the fiscal year, about 43% as their ending reserve position to be projected at the end of 19, if they were to do that construction from reserve.
Okay.
Did you all, and I'm sure you did, but did you all look at the potential to still use the reserve to fund that 300,000 gap and also still pay for half of the building? I know that would significantly lower the reserve, closer to the 35% that we had, I guess, set.
We did consider it, and we discussed it, but the commissioners felt that it was probably the most prudent option was to leave the reserves alone until we know the actual value of the next home for District 2.
Okay. Any other questions, commissioners? I don't know if the court wants to take action today to accept the budget and tax rate, or if we want to wait until the 27th, next Monday. Any thoughts on that?
Maybe, do you think that by that time you'll have an estimate?
They gave us 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 weeks. I called a bunch of companies to get an appraisal. Everybody's like 8 weeks out. The soonest possible is 3 weeks. And that's the fastest we could get one. But commissioners, keep in mind that this half of the budget is most likely going to be just to purchase the building. There's still going to be some renovations to that facility if the board does decide to go with the one we're looking at, or maybe even build one. It will most likely lower that reserve fund to your required 30%, 35%.
And not that we want to get it to that point, but I think, just trying to figure out
That's the
numbers.
reason why the commissioners kind of held off on using the reserves, because we don't know how this is going to go. This will be the first time that we're actually going to be looking at a district office to be able to run everything out of there without renting. So that's why they're kind of holding off to see which way it's going to go.
And do you also respond from your HQ?
The fire marshals do.
The fire marshals only, yes. We have the office located down in Clint area, and it's the fire marshal's office, and we have 2 administrative assistants and myself and Chief Esparza. We also have an area where we use it for storage, but we've just outgrown that area, and we pay about $60,000 a year for leasing it, renting that area. So it's just better for us to plan to build or purchase a facility.
Okay.
Questions?
Did you all want to wait, commissioners, to approve it on the 27th, or do you feel comfortable? As mentioned, we received a presentation on ESD1's budget and tax rate last week. This is the first time that we're hearing from ESD number 2. I don't know if Commissioner Bettis wanted us to hold off and wait. I don't know, but
I say we wait till we do them both next week.
Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good afternoon.
Then if we can get a motion to table the item, it'll automatically carry over to next week.
So move.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Vogt?
Aye. Thank you.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
And if we could next take up item 12, please. We have Judge Maria Salas Mendoza here. We don't want to keep her here too long so she can get back to her daily business.
Item number 12, County and District Clerk, postponed August 6, 2018 and August 13, 2018. Approve and record into the Commissioners Court meeting minutes the District Clerk certificate of the District Judge's order to approve the County Auditor's budget for fiscal year 2019 pursuant to Texas Local Government Code 84.021, 84.901, 111.044, 152.031, 152.032, 152.034, and 152.905.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. My role here this morning is to certify the District Judge's order in approving the County Auditor's budget for fiscal year 2019 for the appointment of 67 assistants for a total budget of $6,234,884. And I ask that you all record that into your minutes, please.
Judge Salas, did you want to mention anything? Good morning.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Maria Salas Mendoza, Administrative District Judge. So I know that I was told that I should be here, and I know what's happened. I'm not sure, Mr. Dion or Ms. Sanchez, what you want me to say on the record. That is the certification of the judges. Nothing about the certification is going to change. That is the need of the auditor's office, and we followed the process required by law to certify that budget. However, given the circumstances of El Paso County and all the discussions we've had over the last few weeks, the district judges are comfortable and have authorized an agreement with the court to fund only 4 of the additional positions. And I don't have the details with me to tell you what the exact numbers are. But there was about $500,000 over last year's budget that was certified by the judges. And within that area, we've reached a compromise so that we would agree that the county would only fund the 2 senior accountant positions and the 2 regular accountant positions, including all the regrades. I don't know the number, Mr. Dion. What would be that additional amount?
Based on the discussion last week, I think it was on Thursday, the recommendation by the county was for 4 positions. As you said, the 2 audit accountant seniors, 2 audit accountants, and a total of those was, I think it was around $288,000. There were 4 regrades. My understanding at that meeting is all those 4 regrades have also been included in the budget, and the total of those, and all of this without fringe, it was about $13,927 for the regrades, and then the $288 without fringe for the positions.
Right, and whatever that amount is, reducing the amount actually certified by the judges is what we'd agreed as a compromise. The judges authorized Mr. Dion to talk with you all about trying to figure out a way to reduce that this year, and so we've agreed to do that. And I'm here to say that we have authority to do that, and we feel like that's a good compromise in the interest of everyone involved, and we certainly understand the county's all of the obligations, excuse me, that you all have and all the interests that you're all trying to take care of. So that's what we've agreed to do.
We appreciate you taking the time to come down, Judge, and all the time spent meeting with Ms. Keller and Mr. Dion to work through this over the last several weeks. I know it wasn't easy, but we very much appreciate that time and commitment.
Well, I do want to take the opportunity to say that it wasn't easy, and there was some very difficult conversations. But I wanted to express to you and to the court on behalf of the district judges that there's a great interest in continuing to work on the relationship between the district judges and the county, especially with regard to the auditor's office. We've been trying to do that. It's not easy because there's some legal issues, obviously, and we need to, and the judges, while they want to stand by maintaining the integrity of the auditor's office and assuring his independence as required by law, we also know that we're an important part of this county. You all have treated us with a lot of good faith in a lot of different areas. And so this is not just a compromise because it's the right thing to do, but it's a compromise because the judges do feel like we have to work hand in hand for the better of the community. And so despite difficult conversations with lots of different people, I think it was worth it. And I think all in all, obviously we can't talk about all that stuff, but I think there's a mutual respect that hasn't always been there. And so the judges felt like we needed to build upon that.
Thank you. We appreciate it again. And this was part of a very large discussion that the court had in terms of looking at ways that we could reduce cost a little bit for the best of the community. And so we appreciate the collaboration. Thank you very much, Mr. Dion, to all the district judges and to our chief administrator's office and all those involved in those tough discussions. Do we have any questions, commissioners? No? If not, I'd like to make a motion to record into the Commissioners Court meeting minutes the district clerk's certificate of the district judge's order to approve the county auditor's budget for fiscal year 2019 pursuant to Texas Local Government Code sections 84.021, 84.901, 111.044, 152.031, 152.032, 152.034, and 152.905. Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Commissioner Leon.
Aye.
Commissioner Stout.
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty.
Aye.
Judge vote.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you all. Have a good afternoon. And we can go ahead and go back to the regular order of the agenda, please.
Item number 8, litigation, justice, and law enforcement. Approve and authorize the county judge to sign Amendment 3 to the interlocal agreement to provide mental health services between Emergence Health Network and the County of El Paso in the El Paso County Detention System beginning November 1st, 2018 through October 31st, 2019. Funds are available in account General Fund, Sheriff's Office Jail Annex, Professional Services Medical Jail, General Fund, Sheriff's Office Detention, Professional Services Medical Jail. Contract number 2018-0511.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Judge. Commissioners. Tom Whitten with the Sheriff's Office and Holly Lytle with the County Attorney. Our two items before you, I don't know if we're taking them together. They're basically just extensions for another year for our medical provider, UTMB, and our mental health provider, EHN. As you know, we're in negotiations with some other entities at the current time, but we're not going to be ready by the time this current contract ends, so we need to engage in the fourth year's extension.
Any questions, Commissioners? You are well aware, as mentioned by Mr. Whitten, that we are currently looking at other healthcare options, and so this would just extend this contract out until that is at a more final stage. And the EHN contract has been going relatively well. In fact, we're looking at potential expansion, so that also would just expand this contract further out into the future.
And can you just elaborate for the public what there's an increase in the cost in both of them? Can you tell us what that is for?
Well, this year for EHN and for UTMB, there's a 2.1 CPI that's tied to the medical increase index. So that's on both of them. But in addition, I believe it is at $339,000 extra that UTMB asked for to accommodate increases in medication costs.
$337,000.
$337,000. And that would be both for this current year and for next year.
And Mr. Hardgrove, we have that already budgeted, that increase?
Yes, for FY19, we have both the CPI in the general administrative as well as an adjustment for pharmaceutical.
Okay. And assuming that, what is the clause for the healthcare contract? Should we end up going with a different provider? Is there a 30-day?
There's a 90-day out clause. We have to give 90 days notice, and that's on both the EHN contract and on the UTMB contract.
Okay. Have we read 9 into the record? Because we're talking about, is that
that's
about the same?
Can you read them?
Yeah.
Probably should.
Thank you.
Item number 9, approve and authorize the county judge to sign Amendment 4 to the interlocal agreement to provide medical and dental services between the University of Texas Medical Branch at Galveston and the County of El Paso in the El Paso County Detention System beginning November 1st, 2018 through October 31st, 2019. Funds are available in account General Fund, Sheriff's Office Jail Annex, Professional Services Medical, General Fund, Sheriff's Office Detention, Professional Services Medical Jail. Contract number 2018-0510.
Make a motion to approve both agenda items 8 and 9 as read into the record.
Second.
Commissioner Leon.
Aye.
Commissioner Stout.
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty.
Aye.
Judge vote.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Have a good afternoon.
Item number 10, approve and authorize the county judge to execute the electronic submission of the 2018-2019 TxDOT Commercial Motor Vehicle Grant Award for the El Paso County Sheriff's Office for the grant period beginning October 1st, 2018 through September 30th, 2019. This grant award is for $47,998.73 with a 20% match of $12,042 for a total project of $59,999.15. Contract number 2018-0506.
I think we might have skipped 10, but we're on 11, just so that we're all on the same page.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Both
perfect.
text doc.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Good morning,
morning.
Commissioners, Lieutenant Ambriz, the Sheriff's Office, Commander Ryan Urrutia. We are requesting this authorization. This is the first time that we request this grant for enforcement on commercial motor vehicles. With the amount of construction that's going on, so many commercial motor vehicles going through this town, we figured it'd be an opportunity for us to ensure that the safety of the community is being met by enforcing some of these violations. These include speeding, hazardous, distracted driving, and also intoxicated driving for commercial vehicles. Now, we've all been impacted by a recent accident here on I-10, which was as a result of a commercial motor vehicle. So the impact that these accidents have on the community is pretty large. So we want to make sure that we're doing our part.
Questions, Commissioners? And I apologize. I think my agenda is not updated. But no questions on my end.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
And just to be clear, this is for agenda item number 10.
Yeah.
10 and 11, sir.
This first one is for commercial motor vehicles.
The one we'll be voting on right now is 10 because we haven't read in number 11 yet.
Yeah.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge vote.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 11, approve and authorize the county judge to execute the electronic submission of the 2018-2019 TxDOT Comprehensive STEP Grant Award for the El Paso County Sheriff's Office for the grant period beginning October 1st, 2018 through September 30th, 2019. This grant award is for $85,999.56 with a 25% match of $28,673.80 for a total project of $114,673.36. Contract number 2018-0507.
No name for the record? Okay. This grant here is, we've been in partnership with TxDOT over the last 3 years with the STEP grant, the Selective Traffic Enforcement Program. And what that does is that allows additional officers to be out on the streets on any given day or weekend throughout the year, but especially during 6 major holidays, which are Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Spring Break, Memorial Day, Independence Day, throughout a period of enforcement, which includes speeding, DWI, and any other hazardous enforcement. This is what that grant covers.
Okay.
Vote to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge vote.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you very
afternoon.
much. Have a great day. Thank you.
Item number 13, economic development. Approve and authorize the county judge to sign the agreement for professional services to develop a comprehensive plan update for El Paso County's historic Mission Trail area with the Image Network, Inc. of Delaware, doing business as Dover, Cole, and Partners for a 1-year term in the amount of $149,965. Funds are available in special revenue, tourist promotion, Mission Trails, contract number 2018-0418.
Morning.
Good morning, Judge Vogt, Commissioners. Thank you for having us. Valerie Venecia, Heritage Tourism Coordinator. This is the next step in the award process. Purchasing awarded the contract for the Mission Trail Survey in June, and now this agenda item is to approve the service agreement, which reflects the scope of services and will allow us to begin the project.
Perfect. Do we have a timeline for when they'll get started and the timeline for?
So after today, if the agreement is approved, we'll issue them a notice to proceed and have a conference call to set up the date for the initial community meeting, public session, and go from there. And from with that first step, they'll have 12 months to complete the whole project.
This is really exciting. Dovercourt, I think, has a history here in El Paso, and it's great to have this awarded, and it's great to have them back in our community. We've
Yes.
seen some of the great products that they've produced in the past, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what comes of this new venture.
I'm personally thrilled to see this get off the ground and move forward. Should be a good project.
Move to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Leon,
Aye.
Commissioner Stout,
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty,
Aye.
Judge Vogt.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll
Thank
keep
you.
you posted as we move forward with the project.
Excellent. Have a good afternoon.
Item number 14, Public Works. Approve and authorize the county judge to sign the fixed price construction agreement between owner and contractor with JAR Concrete, Inc. for the 2018 paving project in the amount of $2,295,500. Funds are available in special revenue, road and bridge, road resurfacing. Contract number 2018-0457.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners. Norma Palacios with the Public Works Department. This is the last part of our paving program. The overlay is the only part of the paving program that's bid out. And so with your approval, we can proceed with a notice to proceed to JAR so that we can get started and get this done within the next couple of months.
Motion to approve. Second.
Commissioner Leon,
Aye.
Commissioner Stout,
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty,
Aye.
Judge Vogt.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge Commissioners.
Item number 15, approve and authorize the county judge to sign the fiscal year 2019 project grant agreement with the Texas Department of Transportation for fiscal year 2019 public transportation rural state funds for the grant period beginning September 1st, 2018 through August 31st, 2019 in the amount of $463,735. Contract number 2018-0479.
Morning.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Happy birthday, Judge. Sal Lunza from El Paso County Public Works Department. This item before you is our annual application that we submitted earlier in the year. This item is to accept the funds for the fiscal year 19 that would go for the operating services for our commuter route in the rural areas to include Anthony, Clint, Vinton, City of Socorro, Horizon, Cantillo, Montana Vista, Agua Dulce, Sparks, Fabens, and Tornillo. Staff recommends approval. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Move to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Leon,
Aye.
Commissioner Stout,
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty,
Aye.
Judge Vogt.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 16, approve and authorize the county judge to sign the Texas Department of Transportation Federal Planning Program fiscal year 2019 project grant agreement for the grant period beginning September 1st, 2018 through August 31st, 2019 in the amount of $80,000. Contract number 2018-0493.
Good morning again. For the record, Sal Alonso, Public Works Department. This item before you is acceptance of a grant. The end of last year, our department submitted 3 grants. There was an on-call project, on-call for TxDOT, rural discretionary fleet replacement, and ICB. The county was selected in this grant, and back in February we came back for the approval to submit this grant application. This is to accept the funds. The funds will go towards a feasibility study to help us identify the locations for the bus shelters that we'll be providing in all of our routes. This would be like a feasibility and go towards preliminary engineering to identify the needs in the area. That way we have a definite answer, get the community's input on the locations of these bus shelters. Goals is to wrap up this feasibility study within 6 to 8 months and then be ready for the next call of projects to submit as our planning document back to TxDOT. There's no match on this grant, and staff recommends approval. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Move to approve.
Second.
And really quickly, do we know how many shelters we're looking at?
The original submittal that we had submitted was for 15 shelters. However, the TxDOT did come back and asked us the need for this feasibility study was the need just to identify exactly if 15 was adequate, if we could possibly need 25 shelters or maybe only need 10. So this study will help us identify the actual amount of shelters needed. But the original submittal was for 15 shelters.
Thank you.
Judge, to be clear, so we won't have any shelters being constructed with grant funds over this next year until we get the plan, submit it, and then see if we get any grant funding from TxDOT, unless we identify separate funding.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you.
Commissioner Leon,
Aye.
Commissioner Stout,
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty,
Aye.
Judge Vogt,
Aye.
motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 18, Budget and Finance. Approve Amendment Number 45 to the County of El Paso's 2017 through 2018 operating budget. This budgetary amendment will increase grants by $5,080,924.30, thus increasing the County of El Paso's 2017 through 2018 overall operating budget of $491,341,188.53 to $496,422,112.83.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners. Wally Hargrove from the Office of Budget and Fiscal Policy. The backup for the budget amendment was sent to you last week. Were there any questions?
Move to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Commissioner Leon,
Aye.
Commissioner Stout,
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty,
Aye.
Judge Vogt,
Aye.
motion carries.
Commissioners, Court will now recess into executive session to discuss items 19A through 19C pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071. Commissioners, Court will reconvene to take official action.
/budget/financialrecovery.htm to make your payments online or find out more about our kiosk locations. We now accept payments on misdemeanor, felony, and justice of the peace cases.
You can now watch Commissioners Court meetings on YouTube. Go to youtube.com and search for El Paso County Commissioners or El Paso County, Texas. Subscribe to our channels to see our latest videos.
Did you know that you can save money on the cost of your medications? And doing so is easy. In 2015, the County of El Paso launched a prescription discount card program from coast to coast. The cards are available to all El Paso County residents free of charge and everyone qualifies. You can pick up a card at any county office location, Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, or Target pharmacies, or simply print the card at www.coastrx.com. Happy savings!
Did you know the County of El Paso's Purchasing Department is responsible for ensuring that all items and services needed by various county departments are purchased in the manner required by the state of Texas? Whether through formal sealed bids or smaller dollar quotations, the county purchasing team is dedicated to finding the best contracting return on your taxpayer dollars. Additionally, the purchasing department is responsible for the tracking of inventory within the county and properly disposing surplus to public auctions. For questions about how to become a vendor and compete for county contracts, or to learn more about public auctions, please contact us at telephone number 915-546-2048.
The 346 District Court Judge Angie Juarez Barril started the El Paso Veterans Treatment Court Program in 2012 for veterans and active service members that have been arrested and charged with a felony or misdemeanor criminal offense. To be considered for the specialty court, the statutory criteria includes be a veteran or current member of the United States Armed Forces, including a member of the Reserves, National Guard, or State Guard, and suffer from a brain injury, mental illness, or mental disorder, including PTSD, or be a victim of military sexual trauma, all occurring or resulting from military service. Call Sylvia Serna, Veterans Program Director, at 915-546-2119, or email her at sserna@epcounty.com for any information.
Did you know that the County of El Paso's fixed asset control and inventory disposal is handled through the purchasing department? Throughout the course of each business year, the county holds live public auctions to dispose of aged equipment, vehicles, furniture, and other items that are no longer needed. To find out about upcoming auctions or to learn more about the county's inventory disposal process, contact the purchasing department at telephone number 915-546-2048.
Commissioners, Court has reconvened into regular open session. Item number 20, discuss and take appropriate action on the potential litigation on the hotel motel delinquency claim. County Attorney's file number 030717PC.
No action on this item.
Item 20, no action. Item number 21, discuss and take action on the potential claim and potential litigation regarding Martin Padilla, County Attorney file number 012218WC.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Jed Hunter-Ecker, Assistant County Attorney. I am asking the Court for a motion allowing the County Attorney's Office to negotiate with outside counsel to collect on the reimbursement from the Secondary Injury Fund in the matter of Mr. Martin Padilla.
Okay. So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Leon.
Aye.
Commissioner Stout.
Aye.
Commissioner Hegarty.
Aye.
Judge vote.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you so much. Have a good afternoon. I think that is the end of our agenda, Commissioners. So thank you all so much. Hope you have a great afternoon. We're adjourned.
This concludes today's meeting at 10:56 a.m.
That's just